season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Utes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, running back on the move. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Robbins. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, quick to go to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Utes are on the move. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, the ground game. Got some room in under the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Sandoval. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. On the move at the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the line.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Defense showing blitz here. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Utes headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Leaves it with the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking for a crease. It's Robbins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Payne. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. It's caught. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're going to run it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a third and long. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 31 over Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Utah.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Bean. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up,
first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Robbins. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Utes moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Robbins. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go, here we go.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, and nowhere to run.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 31 over Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense. And they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Using his legs, it's Odom. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bean. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A two-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the fourth quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Was to pass. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They go to the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, Well, the offense only needs a field goal to take the lead. They've got great field position, but it's 4th and short on the plus side of the field. And as a head coach, you got to start thinking, do we go for it? Do we stay on the field? Do we get some more yards, make the field goal even easier? Let's find out.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Robbins. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched it. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession. possession, but this time tight game. Breaks into the open.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Utes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Shakes off the defender.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Give to the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Getting everybody to the line and set. Got to spike it, stop the clock, and get the field goal unit on. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And the Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Stop the clock. No gain on the play. Now, fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of the celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them